right now we work year-round, and my bigger concern right now is I got to let these guys know they got weights at 6:45 Monday morning, so they don't get they better not get complacent. We got a lot more work to do.
Yep, that was Estancia head coach Stuart Burnett. And that just shows how hard him and his team worked this year and will continue to work. Estancia was the dark horse in this year's Class 3A state championship. They were a 6 seed coming into the tournament with 3 losses on the year, but that didn't faze these Bears a bit. They came in and beat Crown Point 56-0 in the opening game, and then just kept pulling out the upset card as they beat Laguna Acoma in the quarterfinals, who they just lost to in their last game of the regular season. They then kept upsetting, beating Lordsburg, and then beating out Clayton for the 3A state title. 14-6 with the score in that one. Another storyline for Class 3A deals with Laguna Acoma. This team was on a tear this year, just before getting upset by Estancia. One player for the Hawks was especially extraordinary, though, David McGee. This kid was on track to beat multiple state records in total yards, rushing yards, and receiving yards. He finished out the year just under 2,000 rushing yards. He had 46 total touchdowns on 175 carries. You have to wonder if McGee could have racked up more numbers, as 5 out of their 11 games were called due to mercy rule, limiting his chances, and also just great overall performances from the other players on this squad. Great year for that program, coached by a guy I know, Roger Cordova, and it's exciting to see what's in store next year for this team, and all of Class 3A.
Welcome back. So you figured it out. You saw who's the Class 3A Player of the Year, David McGee. He separated himself from all as soon as the season started. Now, McGee averaged 300 yards a game, had 24 touchdowns before the season's halfway mark. Those were his numbers early. So you can see he earned that award, the Class 3A Player of the Year. Time to move on now to McGee's coach, Roger Cordova, one of the names that surfaced when deciding the Class 3A Coach of the Year. The name Colin Justice was also a part of that discussion, as well as his Yellow Jackets finishing 11-1 and threatening a repeat title. But in the end, it's the work of a young gun wearing Estancia red, and that was worthy enough to take home the Coach of the Year honor in 3A. Estancia Bears 26-year-old coach Stuart Burnett led his team to an 11-3 record in the Class 3A championship. Once again, he is our Coach of the Year in 3A, and the Coach of the Year joins us now in studio. Coach, you got your plaque. I'm going to ask you what I asked everybody else, your reaction.
You know, anytime you get any kind of recognition, it's a great thing. But like I said, this is just recognition of a work of a whole community, the coaching staff, the kids. Yeah. You know, it's been a massive team effort to get this program where it's at.
Did you see it coming? I mean, when you start the season, usually you have an idea about your team. Did you see it coming?
We thought we could have a pretty good football team. We kind of lacked some maturity early on, and actually after we lost that district title game to Laguna, we had about a 3-hour team meeting, and we as coaches just told the guys, you know, you have the talent, but you guys as players have to decide to do it. We can't do it for you. And really they were a totally different team from that point forward.
Okay, now how does next year look? I mean, I'll ask you what I asked Coach Howes. Is it a one-and-done thing, or is it something that you can keep building on?
We've actually kind of the bulk of our numbers right now is our junior class. We had a few seniors that were very, very good ball players and leave some very big shoes to fill. But right now we return 9 on offense and 6 on defense. So as long as those guys continue to do the stuff that's gotten us here, we've got a chance to be very good next year.
Well, I know they're going to be in the weight room because I saw that sound of you telling those guys to be there after winning the championship 6:45 the next day, next morning.
We come in 6:45 every day before school year round, and we told them Thursday night before the title game, we said regardless of what happens Saturday, we're in that weight room Monday morning. So they already knew that, and they've been in there. They're ready to go. We'll max this week, so it'll guide everything we do in the spring, and they're already thinking about next year and ready to go.
You're probably too young to remember this movie, The Great Santini, but they'll probably start calling you that, man. You got the guys up the next day where I'm sure everybody was excited. So it probably made for an easy day of lifting. If you just won a championship the day before, adrenaline is still going, and you are looking forward to trying to do something else.
Yeah, it's been this whole week going back to last Saturday. It's been great. It's been 35 years since Estancia's won a state title in football, so people out there are very excited. Things are going really well, but it's something we're looking to build on. Our goal has always been program. We just said we don't want one great team.
Right.
We want to be there year after year. We think we can be a top 4 team every single year, and that's our goal.
All right. Coach Stuart Burnett joining us, the Class 3A Coach of the Year. Class 2A Player of the Year now, Dominic Montano. And look at those numbers. Easy to see why he made our list as the Class 2A Player of the Year. Over 2,000 yards, 34 touchdowns. That man was doing his business. And as far as, let's keep it with Escalante The Lobos doing it with Dusty Giles running the show. How about that? Class AA championship, 12-0 record. Can't ask for anything better than that. New Mexico Football Friday is ready for a wrap of the 2014 season. We leave you with a year of football through the lens of Robert Pugsley, one of our photographers. We'll see you next season.
Lights out all night. 100 miles an hour, snap to whistle, as fast as you can.
Let's play 48 minutes of football tonight.
And let the chips fall where they may. You guys got the deer in the headlight look. Why? I don't understand that. I promise tomorrow we'll be happy. We're not done yet, boys. We got one more trophy to get. He's up there.